Right, can you hear me? Right. We'll start at 7:10. We'll wait 3 more minutes until everything is settled. And you can see my head, right? Head means the hair. I'm sitting right here. And I can. Right. Right. You can hear me, right? People? You can hear me, right? Everyone in the Zoom meeting. YouTube chat is enabled, but I can't see the YouTube chat. It might be blurred sometimes, so don't worry about that. The internet connection and all. It's like at this time only the connection goes wrong. In the daytime it is all right. Okay. Today we are gathered here to talk about the special meeting. So this is our second special meeting of this year. First one we had in January. So after around 2 months, we are having the next special meeting because we are starting the paper class now. When starting the revision, we did one special meeting, and now the paper class we are starting, and the next special meeting we are taking. This is special meeting number 2. First special meeting we ended completely fine and 1.2 kVs. That one is over. I won't talk about it. And today we have the next special meeting for the opening of the paper class. Right. Before going into that, I have to tell you, I have prepared certain things for you to tell. The biology supportive program and the how to manage the physics paper, and then we are talking about small habits which you can develop, and then managing time in the chemistry paper and how to time balance the chemistry paper. So, and also scoring more with average knowledge. This is something which I practiced when I was low in chemistry. Like, even if you know less in chemistry, the thing is you can score high marks. High marks means around 60s, 70s, you can score at least. Now, let's say you're now scoring 40 marks. You can increase the marks by 20 marks if you manage the time properly and do the questions which you can do. I'll tell that later. Then sixth on paper class and the revision 2.0 next month procedure I'll talk about. Hurry. People, now let me tell you something. You are now in the most crucial part of your life. The most crucial part of your life means first you finished grade 1, 2, 3, likewise you went, and then scholarship examination you had grade 5. So So this was the first milestone of you. I mean, the most crucial part, not crucial actually. So grade 5 scholarship examination you had. So those days you went to classes and your parents took you to classes and stuff. And then what happens is you wrote this exam. Some people didn't write. Now international schools, some schools don't write the scholarship examination. So let's say, however, you wrote it, you finished me. Then after that, you went 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you had O levels. That was the next milestone which you had. And then let's say you got 9 A's and then you're coming to science stream. Let's say above 6 A's, most of you have above 6 A's here. So you finished that. And then people grade 12, 13, and then A levels. People, this is the most crucial part in your whole life. Whole life means people, some people might tell, I have seen status also. A level doesn't determine, one paper cannot determine your future. That's because like a single paper cannot determine your future. So even if you fail A levels, nothing will happen, they will say. Hari, if you're a person who thinks like that, who thinks like A level paper doesn't determine your future, why do you do this? I mean, you're doing A levels right now and then you're uploading status like that. I have seen like few people upload like that. I have seen in the past 1 year maybe. If you are doing like, I mean, if you are telling A level paper is useless and then it cannot determine your future, then why are you doing this A levels? You could have done something else. You could have gone somewhere else and do something else. If one paper cannot determine your future, because this is the most crucial part in your life. If you end up in 3 S passes, your salary might start from 30,000 and you will end up around 90,000 salary if you work in a normal job. Now, if you have money, no issues. You get 3 years passes, then you can go to a course, do a course or something, and then probably be a software engineer or anything just by paying money, and universities will take you in. It costs around 50 lakhs or something. If you have money, please don't do A levels. That's one thing. So A levels is for some people who are having less money. I mean, average families, only A levels are there. This will determine your everything in future. This is not crucial, people. These lays until O levels. Let's say class first, section first, O level 9 A's, and then you come to A levels, first shy, 3 S passes, done. Finished, right? You're tired. Once you do like that, grade 1, first, and then you come here, O level 9 A's, then parents will be like, oh, you got 9 A's, here is a phone for you, here are the devices for you. And then you expect freedom after that. Then the studying mindset in your body, which you had all these years, you're tired of it. You're very tired of it. So what happens is, in your A levels, there is a high chance for you to mess up if you don't work correctly. I have seen people with 9 A's ending up at 3 S passes. I have seen it with my own eyes. Near our house, there are 2 or 3 people like that. 9 A's and A levels, 3 S. Ask your akkas and ayas, others I have seen, because I have written the A levels 2 times. First shy, I had BBC result. The second shy, I wrote this time. So when the results come, let's see about that. So this is my first shy result. This wasn't bad. I could go to physical science, but I didn't go to physical science. I wanted to go to medicine, so I did it again. It's make enough for you to, if you want to go physical science, even this is enough. Physical science, this is enough. So that is not what you want. Most of you, some people want physical science. I mean, most of you, majority of you want to score good result above than this, probably ABB at least. You want to go here, right? Make it my target. This is the target. A is your target. But the thing is, if you at least get this, you have some chance of getting into medicine. So that is what we are chasing for. And that is these 2 years, what it will do to you. You pay class fees and everything. You come here, you learn it, you watch this special meeting. You are here because you want to learn, right? I mean, you have a purpose of your life. You might think, oh, okay, I should join this. So he will tell some important things which I could follow, so I can increase my marks. You thought like that and came to the meeting. If you are here watching this, that means you have the wanting to do this. If you have the wanting to do this, that means you can do it. You definitely can do it. Don't take it as a joke. I mean, A levels is not a time to enjoy life. It is a time to enjoy life a little bit, but not completely enjoying life. You might enjoy these 2 years and then you will have to suffer later. People working from morning 8 to evening 5 for a salary of 40,000, 50,000. Some people's parents are like that. They work from morning 8 to evening 5, working hard for you, spending you money to pay your class fees. Sometimes they couldn't pay the class fee. That might happen to you people if you don't work these 2 years. This is a chance. It's a golden chance. You could earn 5 lakhs per month within 2 or 3 years after you get your degree. People, trust me, you can do it. Let's say you don't do it. I mean, let's say after A levels. Now, me, for example, people, after A levels, January, I wrote my A levels, and now there are 50 students in my class, revision class, physical and online, both combined, around 50 students I have. So that is the power of education, people. There is something which is way more powerful in education. You're coming here and watching me because I did something for you. You have the trust. That is why you're here. So if you guys study and educate yourself and make yourself a powerful person in this society, you can earn money. People, I don't do this to earn money. I do this because I like it. It doesn't have to be teaching anything you can do. It is just the money that will follow you. If you do something which you like and you do best in it, the money will follow you. Don't chase money, money will follow you. I mean, after you complete your A levels, if you have enough knowledge, if you can teach it to someone, then fine, you can do classes, individual classes or anything you can do. Now I'm doing like that. You can do anything else is there, paper marking, instructing panels, anything is there for you to achieve after A levels. You can do that after A levels. After A levels is fun, people. Now, no stress is there right now. You can do anything you want. But here, during the A level time, if you mess up this means no, you don't attend classes, you cut classes, watch recordings, then recordings get up. These things happen, people. You don't do homework. What will happen is you will have to suffer after 10 or 5 years. That's your future. Now, my teacher used to say, what is discipline? Discipline is not just combing your hair and wearing a nice uniform. Discipline is working today for something which you will achieve in 5 or 10 years. That is discipline. People, if you score 3 A's, who will be the most happy? Your parents. Like, day and night they are working for you and you're here playing a fool. Some people, make them happy. That's the first thing you have to do, make them happy. So your only target should be that. At least that. Now, if you don't like chemistry, if you don't like physics, if you don't like bio, you are just doing it because your parents said, then make them happy. They have given you a challenge and your challenge is to do this. Think like that. Now, some people are there, they don't like the 3 subjects. They don't like science. But people, don't run away from challenges. If someone give you a challenge, you have to do it. You have to complete it, people. Then you people, some guys can work, some guys cannot work. Cannot work means there is nothing called cannot work. There is some IQ difference. Some people are scoring island first and you are saying high IQ level, and then some people scoring less, they have low IQ level. People, this can be taken off with hard work. A person with lower IQ level, he can increase his marks by hard work. If he work hard, if his IQ is low, if he studied something, let's say he studied cat analysis from the people who come to my class, especially free thing on YouTube in the YouTube channel I have uploaded. Inorganic Begins, there I talk about cat analysis. Now let's say a person who go to some other class. So he's studying cat analysis. He studied once, and after a few hours, he can't remember it. He studies again. If he do this, he will remember. He has a lower IQ and memory power. He will forget things soon. He can't focus properly. Like, let's say like that. But if he work hard, if he work 13, 14, 15 hours per day, every day, he can score 3 A's. It's not about the IQ, people. It's about how you work. A person who is having a high IQ doesn't have to work that much. So they are very powerful. If they work by having a high IQ, that is when they get island first and third. Got it? Right. Then next, people, I'm going into the plan. I mean, what is supposed to be discussed today. So this was just a motivation part for you if you're like going off tracks and then messing things up. So now start the real thing. I'll go with physics first. People, physics, a lot of people are messing up physics. I know A percentage is low, and then physics is something hard for a lot of students, especially bio students. Physics is something which you are going to suffer a lot. Mostly because physics is the most challenging subject in the A-level stream. I don't think it is mathematics or physics exactly, but still I think physics is the most crucial and the most difficult. I'm not difficult, it's like different subject than others. If you take chemistry, people, chemistry, a lot of people can do chemistry. A lot of people can do bio, 47 MCQs, 48 MCQs, often. But people, physics, the average mark is around 60s. You know that. Most people know it. Average marks means like not very low marks. Now, average is like 35 to 940s or something like that. That is the average. I mean, like people who can score well, who are getting A's, B's, C's. From those people, if you take the average, it's around 65, 70. Like if you work normally and then you write the exam, you'll get around 60. If you work very hard, you will get an A. That also not sure very much. Because physics is not something very easy. Physics is something which you have to do, like, it should be consistent. Every day you have to do physics. Like bio, you might think bio only I should do every day, writing essays and everything. I should, yeah, you should do that. But well, physics also like that. Practice. Physics comes with practice, biology comes with memorization. That's the difference. Okay. Now, people, I'll say you how to tackle the MCQs first. How to tackle the MCQs. People, MCQs is the most important part in the physics paper because you first face the physics MCQ. After that, when you face the physics essay paper, morning 8 only you have the exam. So you wake up early in the morning and go and you face this paper. If you panic, then you're done. Trust me, people. Chemistry, I have 46 MCQs. Bio, I have 42 MCQs, and my physics is 35. You know what happened? What happened, do you know? Panic. Panic means I ran out of little bit of time, and what happened is panicked. After panicking, people, nothing you can do. So your practice should be doing questions than watching theory. That's the first thing. It's a mistake I did. Than watching theory and creating short notes, you have to do questions. A lot of questions, people. Like hell lot of questions you have to do. Give me 1 minute. Small interruption. Right. So you have to do a hell lot of questions in MCQs when it comes to physics. Probably you could follow a plan like 1 MCQ paper per week or like that, or else 10 MCQs per day for the week, 70 MCQs. Then you can do like this. If you're going for a paper class, then all fine. They will do it for you, and also try to do extra questions. If you don't go to any paper class, then collect papers, WC papers, Mora papers are there. You can collect them and do them. Take your teacher's advice, and you have discussion groups here and there. People, be careful with discussion groups now. In the discussion groups, there are other students. So when you drop a question to the discussion group, some student like you only give the answer to it. So both of you might be in the same level. He also have done the same mistake, and he's telling, this is the answer. So be careful with that. Only if you are very sure of it, believe him and then take that answer. Otherwise, you can ask from a teacher. Oh, now these days you have ChatGPT, right? Most of the time he'll give proper answers for physics and mathematics probably. Chemistry, sometimes he makes mistakes. Bio also he makes mistakes, like out of syllabus stuff is there. For physics and all, ChatGPT is fine. So you can upload the question to it. You can download ChatGPT anytime. You can use that, or you can ask your class teacher or the person who is doing tuition classes for you. You can ask. They won't say no. They can't say they can't help me. That they are teachers, so they should help. So do as much as questions with their help. And seniors are there. Ask from seniors if you want. If you have brothers or sisters who are engineers or doctors, or who is in university right now, you can ask them, right? So try to do more questions. Yeah, somebody is asking, can these tips be helpful for someone who's got S or lower in SWC papers? For people who have low grades, I'll tell what to do. This is the thing for them to do. Okay, now let's say now the physics syllabus is like this. Ne? First you have mechanics, ne? Mechanics, and then you have waves, light, and then you have what? Heat you have. Ne? Heat තියනවා. මට දැන් chemistry physics I haven't done physics for a long time now. Heat වලට පස්සේ you have fields නේ. Fields වල you have three topics. Gravitational fields, magnetic fields, and electric fields නේ. Right. Electricity. This is not in order. Electricity, I'll write it here. Electronics, properties of matter, and radiation. I'll write M and R. Right. People, mainly these are the topics in physics. People, these are the first. Yeah, units and dimensions. I'll keep that aside. That's not even a unit. Only these are the main units of physics. People, let's say you're weak in mechanics. Most people are weak in mechanics. So if you're weak in mechanics, prepare it for now itself. Because when it comes nearing A levels, mechanics is not something which you should do. Mechanics is a 6-month theory in normal theory classes. I mean, 6 months theory. Mechanics is that. It's not easy. Mechanics is not easy. It takes understanding and a hell lot of practice. So you should start now. Then you might ask how to start. Okay, follow me. The first one is you should complete theory. Now, mechanics, let's say you're doing circular motion. First one is have a proper note. Now, if you search these groups and everything, if you check one group, there are many notes. Anurag's notes are there, then Verendra's notes are there, and different sirs notes are there. Some years, I don't know any names also. So different sirs, you have different notes. Collect them. Collect them means select a good note. If you have a note, then study that. If you don't have anything, if you don't have any notes, or even watch a theory video. Now YouTube contains a lot of videos these days. You can search that and learn mechanics for free in YouTube. Some people, if you have money, you can go for individual classes and then cover that unit like that. So the first one is covering the theory. I'll write it like this, covering the theory. People, this is the first thing and the most important thing, covering the theory. People, next, you have to do, once you cover that theory, now let's say circular motion, you have to take the Pesuru questions. Pesuru MCQs we have. Pesuru MCQs you have to do. Pesuru MCQs you have to do. Doing means not doing the questions and finish. Okay, I finished the questions. And then you're checking with the marking. These are wrong. Then you keep that aside. Not like that. This is the order in which you should do. Right. You take the Pesuru questions, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It has many questions. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say, like this. From 1990s onwards, you have. If you don't have the Pesuru, buy it. It's there in bookshops and all. So let's say this one 1990 question. So you try to do this question, and let's say you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Hari, now what you should do? You cannot do it. Think. Don't just check the answer and go like that. First, think of the best possible answer which you can get, and if you are okay with it, then you can check the answer and correct yourself. Let's say you never remember it. You never remember it. Then check that year, 1990, right? 1990 A-level paper, you check. You now Pesuru question doesn't have the full question. 1990 A-level paper set. Pesuru only contains 1991 question about circular motion. You take that past paper, go to the A-level past paper and check if there are any printing errors. Now Pesuru contains a lot of printing errors, people. If you say no to me, that means you haven't done Pesuru questions. There are a lot of mistakes and the markings also wrong. Some questions it's wrong actually. So nothing to do. Pesuru is the only source which we have. As I know, if you have any other sources, please let me know. So Pesuru only I suggest you, because I have done Pesuru. Many of the other people also have done Pesuru. So 1990 question paper, you take and the A-level paper and you check for this question and check if there is any printing error. Check if there is any printing error. If not, If not, and still you can't understand, you check the Rosas's review. People, if you are doing physics, if you don't know this word, Rosas, that means you just do commerce or something. People, he's very famous. He is a gem for physics. He has written reviews from 1992 to 2022, I guess. 3 paper, I don't know exactly he has written or not. 2022, at least there are PDFs in the group. Now, 1992 to 2000, there are Sinhala medium only. From 2001 to 2021, you have English medium reviews in Rankers Club and other groups. You have the English medium reviews. So you can check them. If you understand Sinhala, then you can go with this one also. Or else, if you don't have the Rosas's reviews or anything, the PDFs and all, you can search YouTube. The exact question you can search, you will get many videos about it. Sometimes you might get, sometimes you won't get. Still, if you didn't get a proper review for that question, then go for your teacher. That's the only option, last option, you go for your teacher. Teacher, how to do this? You might ask, right? Or a senior or someone, you can ask and then cover this question, definitely cover this question, like how to do it, you have to cover it. Then people, let's say second one, you can do it, then check the marking. Then you're right, you're correct. Likewise, go until the full question set is done. So that's the second step. Pesuru and Rosas's reviews should be there. Meganam, very important. Like every shortcut and everything he's explaining. And he's giving other questions, like let's say 2006 40-second question, 2006 40-second question, he will give a review. This question is similar to this year's this question. So similar questions he will give sometimes. So you can try those questions also. So make sure you watch this. Process reviews are there in the groups and everything. You can check them. Right. Next. After Pesuru, you have what you have to do is process reviews and then the model papers. Then past papers, MCQs are done. Then you have to find model papers. Model papers means if you are going for any paper class, you can do them and watch the discussion and stuff. And also you can find school papers and stuff. School papers, provincial papers, right? School papers, provincial papers, blah, blah, blah. You have many papers in those groups. You can check them and make sure you do questions which has marking schemes. Well, this is the procedure. If you are very low in physics, this is the procedure for the MCQs. S level to here, people, when you take circular motion, every year there is a question, common pattern. Identification of common pattern is also another method from S to A. So if your teacher, I mean, Sinhala medium search, different search are there, he is giving like common pattern, like capacitors question every year coming, right? Electric fields, Gauss theorem every year coming. So likewise, there are different common pattern topics. I won't go and say here every topic here, but you can check there are PDFs of common pattern uploaded in the groups. Last year I uploaded. Those contain common patterns. Every year they are asking these questions. So increasing MCQs up to 30, it is easy because every year they are asking the same question. Now you can see 2023 paper contained a projectile with kinetic energy. Second, third, or fourth MCQ, I can't remember. 2024 paper also that question repeated in a different way. Right? What is there is like some questions are repeated. Just changing a little bit and then repeating. You can see like moment of inertia questions, angular, like conservation of angular momentum. Conservation of angular momentum, I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 equal I3 omega 3. Likewise, those questions are repeated. So if you can get those questions right, that means you can score around 30 plus. You can score around 30 plus for the physics MCQ paper. That means you're already around a B pass. Already around a B pass if you manage to do the essay paper also like that. Right, now the structure disease, how to manage the structure disease. Now MCQs done, MCQs you can follow this, and then next one you have to do this structure disease, how to manage the structure disease. Let's take, most of you might, what's the question? Yeah, biology I'll tell in a while. Yeah, managing time also I'll tell in a while. Structure disease, how to do structure disease now. Physics, well, only for physics. Now, there are videos. I mean, here also the first thing is theory. like how to do the practical theory plus special points. Theory plus special points. Theory people, theory means like videos, DP education videos are there, right? And practical night video is there last year, practical night, you can see that. So likewise, there are theory videos for structured essays, I mean practicals, and special points, right? So when you do a practical, there are special points, people. Like, why do we do this? Why is this thin? Why is this capillary tube thin? We could use another tube. Then what if in the meter ruler practical, like, why do we keep the knife edge at the center? Likewise, there are special points. Those special points you have to prepare and make a short note. This is very important. Create a nice short note, people. Put the topic, practical number, let's say 25, practical number 25, put the topic, and then write the instruments needed separately and make a short note set. Practical 1, practical 2, practical 3, practical 4. Likewise, make a short note set. Like, once you do that, you have an idea. These are the things which are like, these are the things included in practical, and I can understand now. You can understand the theory and everything behind it. Right. After creating the short note, what you have to do is do the past papers. A knowledge bank publication or something, there is a classified structured essay question set. You can find that in the bookshops and all. Or else you can have, there's a sheet, people. I shared it last year. I'll find and send this year also. There is a sheet. Practical number 1, what are the years? 2001 and let's say 2009. Likewise, there are different years given. So you can find that and then do the years. Now let's say lens practical, let's say 2000, these are lies. 2009 and 2015, let's say. You do both of those questions. Now let's say now past paper questions. Past papers, let's say you have 2000, I'll take for example practical number 5. Practical number 5, if you take, you have 2005, let's say 2005 and 2017 and then again 2022, let's say. These are you don't have it like this. So you do this question by looking at the marking. You do the first question by looking at the marking, and the second question you do without looking at the marking, and third question you do by timing and without looking at the marking. First one you do by looking at the marking, because this 2005 question, let's say the same theory points, the same points they are asking 2017, like majority. Then 2022 also they are repeated. If you have done structured essays, people, you know that. So you have to go in this order. You have to go in this order from top to bottom. That's the order which you have to do. Right. So that's the order in which you should do past papers. Right. That's the order. Structured essays, that's it. So if you can find other papers, other structured essays, you can do them. First, finish the past papers. After that, go for the model papers and paper class papers. Hurry. That is it. Then next one, essays. People, essays also something similar you have to follow. Essays also something similar you have to follow here. Something similar means like, let's say, electric fields essay. Let's take electric fields essay. Just the theory. Make an without the theory, how can you do essay question? You can't do the essay question. Have a proper note. You have to find a proper note. Don't hurry yourself. Don't go to thousands of classes. People, useless. Second shy, I didn't go for any class except paper class. Don't go for many classes. Like some people, physics, there are 3 teachers. I go for this, I go for this, I go for that, sir. I'm the best. I can do well in physics. It doesn't work like that. If you go for more than 2 teachers, that means you're already messed up. Most probably you're messed up. You have recordings together, you don't have time to study, and you go for many classes. Chemistry 2 teachers, physics 2 teachers, bio 3 teachers. You think you're working very well once you go to the class. But self-study is very important. Even in mathematics, one of my friends said, like, mathematics, self-study is what is most important, doing questions and all. So in physics also the same, you have to do self-studies. Theory cover there are free videos in YouTube, and a group videos share, so you can watch them and cover the theory. Even after covering the theory, Our structure essays, like Leo did the structure essay, right? Do all the past papers from that question. I mean, that theory part. Do all the past papers from there. Past papers means you have to do the question first without timing it. Without timing it, do first. Now you're getting ready. Let's say you're doing electric field question for the first time. Don't time it. First do it. First do it just. And finish all the past papers like that. One round. That is one round of electric fields. Let's say electric fields, one round done. Like one round done. That means you have done all the questions 2004, 5, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 23. You have done one set of past papers like that. So you can set a time target for you. Let's say within these 2 weeks, I'm going to complete electric fields theory and I'm going to do all the questions from it. So I'll be perfect in it. Once you become perfect in something, that means people, you can do any question from it. Let's say you might not score 30 out of 30. You might score at least about 20. Being perfect in a unit means you can do a question from that. That means weapon theory. Weapon theory means what? You're going for a war, and let's say you have a pistol only. You have a pistol only. That means you can only write electricity essay question. Not enough, ne? You have to write 4 essay questions. You need 4 weapons. So 4 weapons means, let's say one weapon doesn't work. You have 4 weapons now. Now you're going for the A-level paper thinking, I will write the heat question. Definitely I'll write the heat question. Then I will write properties of matter question. I'll write the properties of matter question. And then I will write, what do you have next? Matter and radiation, you can't write it because you're writing heat. And then let's say you're writing electronics question. Electronics question you're writing, and then you are managing to write waves. Oh no, fields question. Sorry, fields question. These things you're going to write. People, what if this essay question was the hardest essay question until this year? That means the hardest essay question of all time. Heat essay question was the hardest essay question of all time. So your weapon will break down. You can't do that question. There is a 99.99% chance you will mess up that question. Now you have only 3 essays. This is the problem. So I'm telling this early because I have experience with this. First shy, I had a lot of experience with this. Second shy, I fixed it. So make sure you guys fix it also. You have to go to the A-level paper with at least 7 essays. With at least 7 essays. You have to go to the A-level paper with at least 7 essays. So you can write 4 essays and leave the other 3 essays. Now there are 8 essays in the A-level paper. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9A, 9B, 10A, 10B, 8 questions are there. At least 7. Trust me, people, at least 7. 6 also fine, but at least 7 you have to do. So once you do like that, when you go for the A-level paper, what happens is, like, let's say heat essay question is very hard. Right. It is hard. It is hard. Now you do another question. You do the mechanics one. Then you're fine. Who cares, people? What questions you write, who cares? If you can score marks from it. That's it. Okay. So this is the weapon theory I told you. You go to the exam, you go to the war with a lot of weapons. One, if in case your pistol doesn't work, if you forgot the bullets, you forgot to study the unit and you go to the exam, you go to the war without the bullets. Pistol, you have a pistol, no bullets. Useless. Pistol you can hit with the pistol to the head. Go and hit with the pistol to the head. If you have played IGI, there's an option like that. Right click or something, you can hit with the pistol to the head and kill the person. So that is it. You have to write 4 essay questions. So you have to manage to perfect in at least 6 or 7 essay questions before you go to the exam. To do that, first you have to do the theory part and then the past papers at least 3 rounds. Once you do the first round, people, when you go to the second round, now first round, let's say you have completed electric fields first round. When you go for the second round, no, I haven't told about bio. Right, this is the first thing I'm talking physics. Right, let's say you have completed the first round. The second round, in the second round, if you are doing in the second round, people, time yourself for 30 minutes. 30 minutes timing. Take yourself 30 minutes time and then do the question. Then third round, you first completed the second round also. Then third round, let's say after 4 or 5 months. Third round, like you have, let's say 3 months to the exam. Now you can't do 30 minutes. You have to do the question within 20 minutes. 20 minutes, people, 20 minutes. Some questions are there you can do within 15 minutes and complete. Trust me, A-level physics paper, you don't have to do a question for 30 minutes. A-level physics essay paper is not time tight. Only the chemistry essay paper is time tight and the physics MCQ is time tight. So that is how the subjects are prepared. Bio people, nothing is time tight. Even the essay question or MCQ paper, nothing is time tight. So bio, we know you guys have done bio. Bio people know how bio paper is different. Maths people, I don't know exactly. So here 3 rounds. Third round, 20 minutes. Second round, 30 minutes. First round, don't time, do the question. Do the question to understand what they're asking and how to face. Use the marking scheme always, right? If you don't have marking schemes are there in the Rankers Club resource station. So PDFs and everything are there. There are many other groups also. You can check them. So if you don't have a past paper book, you can still do A levels. I don't have a past paper book, people. I didn't buy a past paper book. I have devices, I have groups, I have PDFs. I just manage with them. It's fine. Still, I don't have a past paper book. No need, right? Useless. And then those things you have to do. And then people, you have to do model papers. Like you can find questions and do paper class or model papers. This is the third step. Paper class plus model papers. So when nearing the exam, different teachers will give guest papers like that. I mean, guessing the A-level paper, they will give questions like that. You can do them also. So most of the time they might come, sometimes they won't come. Okay. Then people, we have finished the physics part. Then we have to move into the biology supportive program. Now, biology supportive program, I'm telling you what to do for biology. I'll tell biology at the end, people, because maths people are waiting here for them, nothing to do. Bio thing I'll tell at the end. I mean, after telling everything, I'll tell about bio. All right. Now let's go for the third topic. Small habits equal big results. What is that? Okay, now if you have read the book Atomic Habits, you know this. There's a story like British cycling team didn't win any medal for like 100 years, 1 century. They didn't win any medals, and they lose the Tour de France. Now by cycling, you have cycling. For cycling, there is the Tour de France, and then Olympics are there, Paralympics are there, everything. These events, they failed it. I mean, they couldn't win. There are no winners. They won only few gold medals and very less amount of medals, and they didn't succeed. So what they did was they hired a new coach. They hired a new coach, and that coach, what did he do was, he didn't do big things. What he did was, he told, okay, there's a bicycle. The bicycle only they are going. This is the bicycle, let's say. This is the bicycle. So what he did was adjusting the seat. Like creating a good air condition seat, like air is flowing and the backside is probably comfortable, those things. Aerodynamics he compared. I mean, he studied everything about that and prepared the bicycle such that the aerodynamics are properly there. And the tires, he rubbed alcohol such they don't slip on the ground. And the seats and everything, the handle and everything, the lights and everything. I mean, those things he adjusted. And also he did something like this. People, he hired a different doctor to come and check for their hygiene. People washing hands. They taught those cyclists how to wash hands. This is not a joke. This is a true story. You can, if you have the book at home, you can check. They taught how to even wash their hands, because people, they might get sick. If they get sick, their total mental strength will be out, and then they can't practice, and those things will happen, right? Those things only he did. Very small changes, small changes. And then what happened is they continuously win the Olympics. And then they became the world's most top cycling team like 10 years ago. I don't know exactly. So they succeeded. They passed that stage. Hard stage they passed because they developed habits. They developed small good habits in their life which will make you something big. I mean, which will result in something big for you, right? Even people may British cycling team, they failed, like they fail. So some bike cycling companies now who is selling bicycles, they won't sell for Britain. Like when people see British people are cycling this bicycle, they won't sell it by why? Because the people might think like this cycle only causes them to fail. So I won't buy this bicycle. So what happens is production companies didn't sell those bicycles to Britain. So what I want to say is the habits. So we can apply this into A levels. Now, what are the habits you should apply into A levels? People, I'll start like this. You might think I am very hilarious with this. Like, what are you telling? Aya, you might tell, make your bed. This doesn't even make you anything good in A levels. I mean, not directly related to A levels. This is the thing which you start your day. Making your bed. Like some people are there, S level students, wake up at any time they want, sleep at any time they want, spend half of the day in Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. That is their day. Not even one habit you have, not even one good habit you have. Just a simple habit. Make this. First, make this. Tomorrow, wake up in the morning and make your bed. Just do this. Only do this. Only do this. Don't do anything else. Make your bed and start the day. Because once you do this, once you do it for 1 week, you will feel, I am doing this every day. 2 weeks, and then it becomes a permanent habit. To make a habit permanent, you need 21 days. Let's say you're making a timetable. You're making a timetable for yourself. 7 at the morning, I'm doing 10 conversions. Then after that, I'm taking my breakfast. Then I'm doing biology essay I'm going to write. Likewise, you're making your timetables. So let's say you followed it for 21 days. That means on the 22nd day, it is automatically happening. It is like deeply processed into yourself. Even if you lose track on the timetable, your brain will be like, okay, I'm going back into the timetable. So that is a permanent habit. So to make something permanent, you have to do it for at least 21 days. You have to do it continuously without breaking for 21 days. You have to do. So start with something very simple. Make your bed and start your day. You can develop this. Once you do that, you can develop yourself into A levels now. Now you develop yourself into like things which are related to A levels, like making a timetable, making simple timetables. Don't aim for 15 hours per day study sessions. Now S-level students, you don't aim for 10 hours. You can't do it. I know you can't do it. You can't even sit and wait in a chair for some time and study. I have experienced that from some of my friends and stuff. Or you can't sit and work. Don't aim for this. At the beginning, don't aim for this. Later you can go. For now, just do this. Right. Tomorrow I'm going to study only 6 hours. Fine. Slow progress is okay, but don't stop. I mean, don't stop studying. Don't go backward. Go forward slowly is fine. Going forward slowly, you will make something. Let's say you are at S level. If you go slowly, you might end up in B pass. Slowly, go slowly. At least this. If you go slowly, and sometimes you little bit accelerate, then again you go slow forward, and then little bit accelerate again, and then you might end up in A pass. Don't rush everything. Okay, 15 hours I'm going to study tomorrow. You won't study, I know. You might study tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, not even 2 hours. So start with this. If you're a beginner, if you're beginning in this journey, that means you have to just go with 6 hours only. So you can increase this. After 1 week, you can increase it to 8 hours. Then little by little increase this, 10 hours, 12 hours. So within 2 or 3 months, you will be a student who studies 13 hours per day without interruption. Every day you will study. Trust me, people, you can do this. Start small. Start with small things. Don't do big things. Don't tell like I'm going to do this MCQ paper tomorrow and then I'm going to score 40 out of 50. එහෙම බෑනේ කරන්න බෑනේ. You can't do that. So do things which are practical. Start small and then develop yourself into a bigger position every week. That is what you should do. Okay? So follow these steps if you want to increase your marks. Right. Yeah, if you're going to school now, these days going to school means some schools like Dharmaraja and Royal, those things, 80% we are not looking actually. There are some schools who are looking for 80% attendance. If your school is teaching, then go and learn. If not, then it is useless going to school. If you are spending 2 hours to go to school and 2 hours to come back from school, that is 4 hours. So that is a lot of time wastage. Now if you are doing practicals at school, then tell your teacher, okay, we are doing practicals at Friday, then go to school on that day and do. Otherwise don't go to school every day. If your school is teaching, now most of the schools don't do that properly. Some schools are doing now, Akurana Baliga and all their teachers are working. Our school also like that. There are some schools who is like teaching very well in the school. So those students, it's not bad. If you want to, if you go to school also, you will learn. So if your school is working, then include that in your study time. So let's say 6 hours at school working, like fully working, then include that 6 hours. If you are like going and playing the interval time, don't add them into here. So whatever the time it is, class time you can include directly in classes. Most of you will work, somehow you will write the note and work. Include the class times with the class times. Per day 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours you can study. Right? Do like that. Right, that is it. So that is the small habit into big habits. And also you can do 10 MCQs per day like things, and also 1 essay per day, or small things. Just let's say 2 MCQs per day you do. Still fine. After 1 week you have done 14 MCQs. After 2 weeks you have done 28 MCQs. After 3 weeks you have done how many? 3 weeks, 21 MCQs. After 4 weeks, 28 MCQs. After 1 month, you have done 28 MCQs. It's not much, I know, but that is something rather than nothing. Like some people within this month, how many MCQs you have done for physics? Let's say nothing. So 2 MCQs per day at least. Not enough, but at least something. Right? Try 5 MCQs per day, 6 MCQs per day, 7 MCQs per day. Like little by little go. Right? You can do it. Right. Next on managing time with the chemistry paper. Hurry. Now we are going into chemistry paper. Now this is my field. Chemistry. Hurry. Something which I practiced for like very hardly I practiced on chemistry timing. Why do I say that? This is my perfect zone. I mean, chemistry is not perfect, but still closer to perfect. People, MCQ, you won't run out of time. For sure. If you run out of time in the MCQ, that means you're something else. Like, I don't know. If you're doing chemistry somewhat well, at least 60, 70 marks, you won't probably run out of time in the chemistry paper. Chemistry MCQ paper. Essay paper, mostly everyone, majority will run out of time. People, you have to do it like this, people. Now, structure essay number 1. I told about this in the first special meeting also. Structure essay number 1, then structure essay number 2, structure essay number 3, structure essay number 4, right? Then after that, you have the essay paper, 5th essay, 6th essay, 7th essay. No, not enough space. 8th essay, 9th essay, 10th essay. So all of you know these 2 are physical, and then this one is electro plus D block ligands or D block question. Then this one, you know, organic, this one inorganic, this one industrial, environmental. So this one, you know, general chemistry. They are going from general chemistry, Lewis structures, and then unique fun stuff. General. Right. Then this one inorganic, Then this one physical. This one organic. This is your essay paper. This is your essay paper. You have 50 MCQs also. So all of this one and this one fully contains 100 marks. So how are you getting scored in your LL paper? Like how is your scores divided? Paper structured essay 4, you have 400 marks, 100 marks each. And then essay question, you have to write 4 essay questions. Let's say you select this, this, and this, 4 essays. 150 for each. So 150 into 4. That means you will have 1000 marks. 1000 they will divide by 20. So you have 50 marks. Right? 1000 they will divide by 20. You have 50 marks. So 15 the MCQs, 15 the essay paper, 100 marks. That is how your marks are divided in the A-level paper. For chemistry. Some people don't know this. That's why I said. Hurry. Especially the people who are at S level, they don't know how even the paper is. So here you go. This is how they will give you marks, and these are the units in which they will ask. Right. Now time balancing. You have how much time to write the little paper now? Essay paper. Essay paper, how much time? People, don't essay paper, zoom. Students. Essay paper kocha time denada? Tell me. 3 hours. 3 hours and 10 minutes. People reading time. Additional reading time you will get. Hurry. 3 hours and 10 minutes. 3 hours and 10 minutes you will get for the essay paper. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Hurry. Then may time you have to give into this essay question. You have to spread and give into this essay question. Like how are you going to do it now? People, this is what I'm telling you. Give 15 minutes for a structured essay question. Structured essay question, give 15 minutes. Essay question, give 30 minutes. Now, this is obvious, but the thing is, you don't do it. That's the problem. Structured essay 15 minutes, essay 30 minutes. You start off with a general chemistry essay question. Now, what I did was, when I'm doing papers, what I did was, like, I created a sheet for myself. Before writing the MCQ paper, you can also try this. Before writing the MCQ paper, time balance sheet. Now, they will give rough papers in yellow paper. You will take one rough paper, timetable, time balance sheet. Because chemistry A-level paper is going to be time balancing problem, right? Okay, time balance sheet. Time balance sheet, what are you going to write? You are going to write the question. Question here in this first column, and then you write the time started and time ended. Time ended, and then on the last column, write the saved time. Saved or lost. Don't lose time. I'll put only saved. Right. Now you're starting off with the first structured essay question. You got the paper in your hand. First structured essay question. Time started. Let's say you started at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. you started, right? Then you have to end at 8:15. Definitely will end up at 8:15. Like before you get the paper, you have to write these things because otherwise you will run out of time, right? Second essay question, you start at 8:15, then 8:30. Before the A-level paper is given to you, finish this question set like 3, 4, and essay question you have to select those things. You can leave space and do that accordingly. Right. Now let's say you're doing the first structured essay question, general question you're doing. Okay, you finished it. Completely finished it within 10 minutes. You completed the question within 10 minutes. Then saved time, how much? Don't write the times, people. Starting time, let's say 8. Starting time, 8. You ended up at 8:10. 8:10 a.m. Then you saved 5 minutes plus 5. Hurry. Inorganic question you go. Now inorganic question, second one. You started 8:10. Right? You won't take a lot of time to write this. Inorganic question. You didn't finish it. You completed about 90%, let's say. You didn't complete it. You completed about only 90%. Only 90% you completed. Now the time is 15 minutes now. From 8:10 to 15 minutes, you have 8:25. You have to stop at 8:25. 15 minutes only for a structure is equation. You have to stop at 8:25. Then time saved? No. If you want, you can add another column saying completion status. Like first structure is a completed. Second structure is a not completed. Right? You can do it like that. Then physical question, no, you cannot complete that. Let's say you completed only 60%. Like you are stuck with the calculation and stuff, you won't get a proper answer, you're getting a negative answer. Some people get like that also. So negative answers you're getting, so you won't get a proper answer, you are stuck and you're only 60% done with it. Hurry, fine. So you will leave that one also. So you start this one at 8:25 and then you will finish it 8:30, 8:40. So 15 minutes only, yeah. Whether you complete it or not, 15 minutes only. Zero. Time saved, you didn't save any time from there. Organic structure is a question you do in 10 minutes again. Not 12 minutes, let's say. You complete it within 12 minutes. Hurry. That means what? 8:40 you started and then you ended up at 8:42, 8:52. 8:52 a.m. you have completed and then you have saved 3 minutes plus 3. See, plus 3. Organic 12 minutes you have completed it. Now you go for the essay question. Now you have additional reading time of 10 minutes. Should you use that to write questions? No. Do not write questions using that 10 minutes. And at what time should you use the additional reading time? Not before doing the structure disease. Sometimes this is what's going to happen in the A levels. I'm saying this by experience. So when you get the paper, you check the essay part. Then you see inorganic, they have asked about something which you don't know. You read the question, like on top you read it, I didn't study this. Then your mind will always be running to that. Oh, I didn't study this. What should I write now? Now, why will I fail the exam? Should I have to write the second chair? Oh, it comes to your head during the LL paper. So what happens is you will lose time thinking of that. And you can't even do the structure thesis properly. So you have to first do the structure thesis. This is what I did, people, in the bio paper, you know this. Essay question, you might know, you might not know. That is it. If you don't know how to write it, then that question is done. You can't think Arab. You don't have anything. It's just one sentence. You have to write an essay question from it. What I did was, I did all the structure essays. I didn't even look at the essay question. You might laugh at me, but I did it like this. Now let's say the first question, essay paper, I turned it. I closed my eyes and turned the essay paper. And then I closed it with another paper like this. And then I slowly opened it like this. This is what I did. I slowly opened it like this. The first question is this. What have they asked? Protein synthesis and plasma membrane. Now I have studied this. Nice. I can write it. So I doubt it. I didn't even look at the second question or third question, anything. Then I slowly put it down. Look at the second question. Second question also, I know I wrote it. Right? Likewise, I wrote all the 4 questions which I met like this. And then I'm happy. I didn't even look at the other questions. If you are like something like that, who's getting scared by just looking at certain questions, oh, this time also I am failed, this time also I can't write the 4 essays. If you think like that, the essay which you can write also you can't write. So this is something I mastered during my second try. So you can use that. So the essay question you have to select once you finish all the 4 structure essays. You finish all the 4 structure essays, then read properly the questions within 10 minutes. Use that 10 minutes to do the questions. Don't use that 10 minutes to write. Please don't use that 10 minutes to write. You might think, okay, I'll take this 10 minutes and write. Then I will have more time also. No, not like that. Take the 10 minutes to do this. I mean, select questions. Let's say you selected the 6 questions. Some people like KPKC name, pH type question, pH and what phase equilibrium type questions they like, and they do the 6 questions. 6 questions they select and 7th question they select. And they select the organic question, and let's say inorganic question they can't do, they selected industrial. Something, there are students like that. No need to do inorganic question always, you can do industrial also, no problem. Okay, now they have selected like this. Now 10 minutes is over. Additional reading time you have used to select questions and read it properly, and then you know how to write the answer. Let's say, hurry. Now you start the question from organic, not from anything else. Something which are perfect, something which are good. Let's say you're good at industrial, then start with that question. Do the question which you have most confidence. You have to start from 10th. Now some people are saying don't start with physical question. If you are confident with the physical question, then choose it, people. If you are like good in calculations and if you can do this question very fastly, then select this. If you can do industrial properly, if you know industrial very well, then choose this. So you have to go like that, right? Let's say you are selecting the 10th question. Now you start at 8:52, additional reading time 10 minutes. So you start at 9:02. Now 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you have only 30 minutes to write this. Let's say you completed this industrial question, you completed. You took exactly 30 minutes to complete this. You don't have enough time saved or anything. Just 10, 30 minutes, you have only finished it. Hurry, hurry. 9 to 9:32. Now it is 9:32 p.m. Now you don't have any time saved from that question, so 0. Now you go into the organic question, let's say. Organic question now. 8th question. 8th question, now what you do? 9:32. Now you start the organic question. 9:32, you start the organic question, and then you keep on doing it. Hurry. You finished it within 20 minutes. Some people can do it. Organic question, some people finish within 10 minutes because organic is running in their head always. It's in their blood. Some people are like that. Organic is in their blood. So 9:32, they took only 20 minutes. So 9:32, 9:42, 9:52. 9:52, they have saved 10 minutes. They have saved 10 minutes and they have completed organic question also. Right, perfect. Now they are going for the 7th question, electrochemistry and D block. They might think that question is easier for them, so they select that question, electrochemistry and D block. Hurry. They start to do it, but they get stuck with the electrochemistry part, the calculation part. They mess up that a little bit. So let's say they have completed, let's say 95%, only a little bit remaining, 95% they completed, and the time is out, 30 minutes is done. So 9:52, 10 to 10, 12, 10:22, right? 10:22. Sorry, 9:52. 9:52. What happened there? This one belongs to the 10th question. No. 8th. Shit. 10th question. 8th question. 7th question. So 9:52 to 10:22. Hurry. So 30 minutes done, no time saved, and then you have 95% only, you have 5% remaining. So you do the last question now, 6th question. That is the 6th question. 6th question you start to do, and the time is 10:22. 30 minutes you're giving into it. 30 minutes you're giving into it. Let's say 60% only completed. Only 60% completed. Only 60% completed, and then that means the 6th question. Physical essay question, sometimes you will run out of time without completing it. That's why I put 60%. So 9, 10, 22, 32, 42, 52, 10, 52, 10, 52, right? Then that means you have saved how much time? 0 time. Okay, now the time is like this. Time has gone like this. 8, 9, 10, 11. Now 8 you started. 9, 10, 11. 11, 10 they are taking your paper. So you have how much time? 18 minutes now. You have saved time. Now see, 13 plus 3 plus 5. You have 18 minutes left. This 18 minutes, you have to use it very wisely. You have to use it very wisely. Don't go and do simplification in this 18 minutes. Now it depends on the paper. Now what I'm going to say is something very general which I faced in my A levels. So most of the time I will complete this question. Very question I'll complete. So that is 100% now. From 18 minutes, I spent, let's say, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to complete, more than 3 minutes, let's say 5 minutes. I took 5 minutes to complete the inorganic structure equation completely. Now this is complete. So now what is the time remaining? 18 minus 5, you have 13. 30 minutes remaining now. Hurry. 30 minutes, they are going to come and take your paper. Be careful of that. Make sure you have written index numbers and everything. Not while the end. You have to check them at the first. When you get the paper, first thing you have to do is write the index numbers and those things. Right. Then physical question, let's say 60%, and you still don't know how to do it. Leave it. Do complete this one. This 95% remaining part, complete that. You'll most probably complete this. It might take only 2 minutes. This one might take 3 minutes, let's say. 3 minutes. So now the remaining time is 10 minutes. So 10 minutes you have, and only you have 2 questions remaining. This 3rd structured essay and the 6th essay question only you have. Now this depends on the paper you are facing. Now if the paper physical essay question, you can do it and like you can complete up to 80% using 10 minutes, then you can do it. If you can complete this and make it 80%, you can do that. Let's say I'm doing the sixth question. I have remained the PH question, which I couldn't do. I ran out of time. So I'm doing the PH question within 10 minutes. As much as I can do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and complete now up to 85%. 10 minutes done. That is it. You don't have to do all the paper to score marks. You don't have to do the full paper to score the full marks. It is not like that. Now I have gone to paper classes and stuff. I haven't completed the full paper, but still I have around 75 plus for the essay paper and the MCQ paper combined. You don't have to do the full question, people. You have to do it like this. This is the way you time balance the paper. You make a sheet like this. Write the starting time, ending time, starting time, ending time, starting time, ending time, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 3, 0, 10, 0, 0. Right? This is how you do the questions. This is how you balance the time. Make an otherwise you can't do it. You will stick to one question for like 30 minutes. One structure, say you will stick for 30 minutes and then you will lose time. That is why most of you have low marks. So in the paper class, we are going to start paper classes. We are going, I'll tell that later. So there you will get week by week papers. Every week you can practice this. You can come and practice this. Physically, we are keeping it Faraday, and then online also we are keeping. So likewise, you can get week by week papers and be honest to yourself and write those papers, time it properly, so you can get a high score for it. Right? Paper class, I'll say at the end how it is done, like how many MCQs, how many essays are there. I'll tell that. Right, next one. So this is the managing time in the chemistry part. This is done then. Next one. Score more even with average knowledge. Now this one also I can tell you in this table. Like you have to score with the things you know. That's the first thing. You know general chemistry, you know unit 1, unit 2, then you have to try to perfect it. At home, do those questions once again. Right? Perfect it. 100 out of 100. You have to take at least 95 plus for the first structure to say people. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult one. You can't score marks without doing these type of questions. General chemistry, inorganic and all are very easy. Organic and all easy. Now, 2024 paper organic one was hard. That's a different thing. So sometimes this question also might be hard. It depends on the A-level year. Most generally, organic question and the general question, organic essay question are easy. So you can do them, you can score using them. So perfect those things using these techniques. And what you have to do is you have to do the most confident questions first, and then you can score using that. Right? So with the average knowledge people, that means average, if you do a paper, let's say you end up at 40 minutes. Try this method. Monkey, what try this method and see. You will increase at least 10 marks from your paper. If you are not time balancing or anything and you use this technique to write the paper, that means you will increase your marks by 10 marks. At least 10 marks. It can be more than that. Trust me, it will happen. Just time balance and then your marks will increase. That now, there are hinders in your results. There are hinders. What are the hinders? Your mobile phone is a hindrance. Right? Okay, now let's say your parents sometimes shouting and here and there. Some houses they are very shouting. So let's say it's a disturbance for you. And there are some houses where there are small children running here and they are shouting. Podi kina udwana dula dula bitti happen. I මෙතන happen. Like ඔය වගේ පොඩි උන් ඉන්න ගෙවල් තියෙනවා. Then might be a problem for you. එතකොට ඔය වගේ there are many hindrances. So time balance, not time balancing is also a hindrance for you. So correct these things. These are small habits, people. Build this habit of making this timetable and doing the essay paper like this. Then you will have the enough confidence in order to do this, and you will increase your mark little by little and go towards the perfection. Right? Trust me, you can do it. Right. Next one. I'll go with the paper class and revision class. Now, how are we going to do it and what are we going to do? So this is the order in which we do now. Now your A-level exam is set to be held in October, somewhere around October, September, October, somewhere around that. So until the A-level exam, we are going to do papers week by week. So here you go. In the month of March, we are going with something called prep papers. Prep papers means what? These are preparation papers. Preparation papers means you come and write the paper and handle yourself in order like how to write it and what are the type of questions you're going to face, those things. These papers, there are only 25 MCQs. This is where you start the paper class, right? You have 25 MCQs, 2 to 3 structured essays. 2 to 3 means like now in the revision class, we have finished unit 1, unit 2. Inorganic is almost about to complete. We will complete within this month, and then we have calculations. That one also we have completed almost, right? So these things, and organic we are starting next month. Organic and then gases we are starting next month, and energetics also we might start. Also, people, electrochemistry seminar is going to happen soon. So these things are going to happen in the month of March. Most probably not this one. Most probably this and this are going to happen in the month of March. So we are going to create the prep paper essays using the theory which I have done in the revision class. Now, in the first paper, you have 25 MCQs and 2 structured essays and then 1 essay. So once you go from prep paper 1, then you have prep 2, you have prep 3, and prep 4, let's say. So this is March 1st week, March 2nd week, March 3rd week, March 4th week. So 4 weeks, 4 papers you will get. So end of the month of March, you would have completed organic, not everything. Like reactions of organic and stuff we might have completed. And then gases we might have completed. Electrochemistry seminar we might have completed. So then we can increase the essay count. Why? We can do the 7th essay question. Inorganic and calculation means the 9th essay question we can do. That is this one essay. That is the 9th essay. So you can add the 7th essay also. By electrochemistry and D block you can add that essay also. Organic also you can add 1 essay. So you can add the 8th essay also. So likewise, we do theory in the revision class, and then according to that, we are going to add our units, I mean the essay questions into the paper class. That is how we are going to do. Right. And the MCQs, people, maybe the last paper, we have 40 MCQs. So this 25 starting might be only the first 3 papers. Then the 4th paper onwards, we have 40 MCQs. This is the prep papers, people. Prep papers will stop from March, and then we are going into something called mock papers from March, April. We're going to write 8 mock papers. So March, you have prep papers, and then next you have mock papers. Mock papers means mocking the A-level paper. Now prep papers also we are mocking the A-level paper. What happens is like only you have 25 MCQs and 40 MCQs. From March, April, from the month of April, you will first start with 40 MCQs, and then the last 2 papers, April last 2 weeks, you have mock papers with 50 MCQs. So I'll send you the one PDF, I mean, of the paper class. I'll send you one PDF. Our papers, people, we have created just like the A-level paper. Just like the A-level paper means at least look at the, now look, you can take the A-level paper and look at the top part. In the top part, you have like gray color, small letters. That is there in our paper also. Like it's different in our paper, it's different. The letters are different. The word is different. For our paper, we have Tharuka Rajapaksha chemistry. In the A-level paper, you have Sri Lanka Education Department or something. We are mimicking the A-level paper in every possible way. Like the periodic table attached, and then the MCQ marking sheet, you will get exactly like the A-level paper. Likewise, we are doing it like that. You will get a bubble sheet. You call that a bubble sheet, right? I am calling it a bubble sheet, so you will get the bubble sheet and stuff. Yeah, mimicking the A-level paper like that, and then the timing and everything like that we are going. You have to bring papers, people. We don't give papers for the first paper series. Once you go into the final 5 papers, you have 5 exam-oriented papers at the end, nearing the exam. 5 exam-oriented papers. In that papers, we are going to give you a booklet. We're going to give you a booklet to write the answers. Booklet means papers or booklet, whatever it is. Like just like the A-levels, you will get a writing papers for these 5 papers. Now these 5 papers you are doing it nearing the exam. So before that you won't get papers. You have to bring papers from home. If you're online student, you can have papers and then write. So I'll tell you the procedure if you are a physical student or online student, how to join. I mean, how to write essay papers or MCQ papers. I'll tell how to do it. If you're a physical student, you have to come to Faraday and join. We are having paper centers at Faraday. 2 weeks. I'll give 2 days per week. You can come and write at any time and then go home. We'll collect your paper and next week itself you can get your marks and a rank for you. So within 1 week you're correcting and discussing also, right? Online only the difference is there. Online people, this is what you have to do. First you are sending the papers. We are couriering you all the papers so much. All the 4 papers we are couriering you. Please don't open and check the papers and be honest with yourself, because this is for yourself. Be honest with yourself. So we are sending you the papers, and then what happens is you are going to write the paper with a Zoom meeting. We are having a Zoom meeting and then you're writing the paper. You have to turn on the camera. Some people might be shy, but nothing to do like that. If you are not able to turn on your camera, something like that, at least not with your face, like writing your writing sheet, at least that you have to turn on your camera and show, because we have to maintain the, what you call, instructing level, something like that. Online is not a best method to write the paper, but still we can do it like that. You can create, we are going to give you a Zoom link and then you have to join and then start writing the paper. And when the Zoom time meeting ends, you have to stop writing, and then what you have to do is you have to scan it. You have to scan it and make a PDF and then send it to me in WhatsApp. That's it. You have to upload it to the WhatsApp. I mean, my number you have to upload. So that is the procedure in which you have to do. That's the procedure for the online students of how to write the A-level papers. I mean, A-level papers, prep papers and mock papers in the future paper class. Hurry. Finally, now the biology supportive program I have to tell about. Another one more thing. There are students around Kandy who are going to do like this. How? Sometimes they might come to the revision online and then paper class physical. Some students will do like that, I know. Paper class, they are going to come physically and write. The thing is, people, this is not much good. Not much good. Physical, it's good for you. Like, I recommend that, but still, if you want to go like this is it. If you are a revision student, who want to try the paper class or revision plus paper, your total amount will be 5,000. I mean, revision only is 3,000. Revision only means 3,000. And then paper class only is 3,000. So this is the procedure, right? At a revision plus paper, if you're coming, 5,000, right? So how do you make the payments? I'll inform in the WhatsApp groups. I'll upload the flyers and everything for the paper class and payment procedures for the month of March. I'll include them here. So people who are joining revision plus paper, your courier might contain the papers, paper class papers, and the tudes, right? Those, everything will be contained in this. Right. Then people, we are moving into the final topic. Maths people can leave, bio people can stay. Right? Maths people can leave and bio people can stay. Now I'll address them for some time using the biology supportive program we have. That's the only topic remaining now. Right. 1.5 hours now. We'll complete within 2 hours. Hurry. Biology supportive program now. Yeah, fine. Biology supportive program. Hurry. Why are we doing this? Because there's no one else doing it for you. No other class is doing this for you. Not even a biology class is doing something like this. So what we are doing is this. So we are giving you MCQ paper per week. The first thing is MCQs. MCQs, very important. We are giving you MCQ paper per week. We are starting off with 20 MCQs. Last week I uploaded the paper, 20 MCQs. So those reviews I'll upload within tomorrow or today. Those reviews I'll upload within tomorrow or today. Those MCQs, people, you have to review on your own. You have to keep reviewing on your own. Right. You have to take the question, try to recall the answer, then if you still cannot get the answer properly, then you can check the resource book and then understand the concept and then explain the concept in short form, or the MCQs, let's say first point like this, second answer like this, third answer like this, fourth answer like this, fifth answer like this. There are 5 answers in MCQ. Let's say second one is a correct answer and these are wrong answers. You have to explain why they are wrong and how to make it correct. Right? Let's say mitochondria is the powerhouse of this cell, they say. So that statement is correct. Hari. Mitochondria is not the powerhouse of the cell. Very simple statement I'm telling. So how to make it correct? Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And you have to make the wrong ones into correct ones. Wrong one into correct ones. Wrong one into correct ones. Wrong one into correct ones. How to make it correct? What is the correct one? Then what is the theory which you have to look for that question? So likewise, you have to review the question on your own. Review the question on your own. Right, that is the MCQs. You have to review the MCQ paper which you are giving for that certain week. This week also we are going to give one MCQ paper. That one will give 25 MCQs. So last week 20 MCQs, this week 25 MCQs, next week 30 MCQs, and then we will settle up to 40 MCQs. And then nearing the exam, we'll increase it to 50. So one MCQ paper per week you will be getting through Rankers Club or Rchem, whatever you can call it. So we are going to give that to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to review it. So it's just like a paper class. Paper class, the only thing is we don't discuss it. We are going to only give you a review because we can't discuss it. So no need discussions also. Resource book is the discussion. Trust me, people, I didn't go to any paper class of biology. Biology, I didn't go for any paper class. I went for theory in my first shy. Then second shy, I didn't go for any theory or paper class or anything. I did it on my own. So I ended up at 42. First shy, I had only 36. From 36 to 42. First shy, I had a C pass for biology. So this shy, I don't know exactly. So 42 plus 40, I guess, for the essay paper, or 35 for the essay paper. Probably an A, not sure. Let's see. Right? Probably an A, like 90% A pass probability, because in biology, you know, the essay paper, whatever we write, not sure until the results come. That's it. Then MCQs is like that. Then the Q&A program. This is the MCQ review, biology supportive program. Then this how you face the MCQs. And then next one is Q&A. Why is Q&A important? For this structure disease people. Now in the Q&A, I have uploaded circulatory system and digestive system, nutrition, and then unit 1 certain parts. Unit 2 carbohydrate and water, different topics I have uploaded. Still not the full syllabus is uploaded. I will upload the full syllabus before your exam reaches. Everything people, applied biology and everything I'll upload. So Q&A, what you have to do is you have to take a printout. I have told this procedure in that group using voice notes, like what is the procedure to follow. You can listen to that. I won't explain the procedure of how to do this. There are boxes there and you have to put colors like red, green, red, yellow, and green. If you can answer with no problem, then green. Then if you remember halfway, then yellow. If you cannot remember, then red color. So likewise, you have to do all the questions given there and you have to recall it. This is called active recall technique. Now active recall is what is coming through Q&A. You can search YouTube about this active recall. It is something where you take stuff out of your brain rather than putting it into your brain. Now, let's say you're studying circulatory system, you're going to revise circulatory system. Now, what you have to do is take this Q&A set of circulatory system. And there's a question like this. What is open circulatory system? You don't check the resource book anything, you try to recall it. What is circulatory system? There is something word you remember, hemolymph, something is related here. You try to take it out of your mouth and you find, let's say, open circulatory system is a circulatory system in which blood called hemolymph that bathes organs and tissues directly. Now, how do I remember it? I use this. People, I use this technique. I wrote many questions. I didn't type anything. I wrote questions in a certain book and I created short notes like this with Q&As, like full syllabus question. This is what I did for O-level history paper also. Before the history paper, I created around 1,200 questions from the full syllabus. History, I didn't know anything. Like I was very weak in history. Before 3 months to the exam, I had only 50 marks for history. And the O-level exam, I scored an A for history. What I did was this method, active recall. I took a certain book and then I wrote question. Now you guys don't need to write questions because we are giving you a printed version with our name on the top, supportive program, and then the unit. And if the questions are already printed, you have questions are already typed. What you have to do is print and take it, right? So Q&A is like that. What you have to do is you have to look at that question and try to recall it. If you cannot recall it, then what you do is you look at the resource book and check for the answer. Right? You check for the answer. This is the answer. And then you go for the next question. Likewise, you have to go. This is what they're asking in the structure. This is most of the time. They're asking these questions. What is stroke volume? Then what is cardiac cycle? Cardiac cycle refers to a sequence of events taking place in a complete heartbeat. Likewise, you have to recall it. Try to recall it. When you recall it again and again, what happens is it will go into your long-term memory. You can search this in YouTube about more on active recall. Just search active recall in YouTube. You will get hell lot of videos. Who is that? Ali Abdal. Ali Abdal has nice videos on active recall. You have to learn about these things, because these things is what's going to help you to study biology, actually, not reading the resource book again and again. Use these methods. These are medical student methods. Because medical students are using these things, this active recall most of the time. They are using flashcards and everything they are using. So A-level bio students also can use them. It's very effective. So make sure you use them. Next one is essay per day. Now essay program also we are carrying out right now. We are going into the 10th essay tomorrow, I guess. 10th essay or 9th essay. So one essay I'm going to give in the essay group. I have created an essay group also for Anchors Club. There I'm going to upload one essay, and then at the afternoon I'm going to upload the essay. So this is not very official. Now I don't give a marking scheme. I mean points 1, 2, 3, 4 and the marking scheme I won't give like that. What I'm going to give is the question and then a review written by another student. Like I have taken some students into my group and then like Rankers Club headquarters, and then I have told them to write the essay question, and then I'm going to check it, and then only I'm going to forward it into the group. So likewise, I'm going to do like that until this session ends. Then people, once this session ends, then we are going to start the famous last top essay series. Last year we did this. We wrote 60 essays. We wrote 60 essays from the last top essay series, and 4 out of them came for the A-level paper. 4 is enough. 4 is enough means like how to guess the A-level essay paper. Hard ne. Now these 60 essays I have taken from provincial papers mixed everywhere here and there. Godak tangling again hadapu papers. Make questions. So this year also we are going to do it. 60 essays means 60 days. That means 2 months before the exam. We'll start around before 3 months. Let's write 90 essays this time. Let's write 90 essays this time. So 6 essays might come. Sometimes it could come, sometimes it might not come. At least 4 essays is enough. At least 4 essays you memorize and practice and go to the exam, it will be there. So it can happen. We can guess the bio essay paper, people. We can guess the bio essay paper from the MCQ also. So no issues with that. So can you please tell how to write essays? It means if I haven't memorized earlier, what should I do? That's a nice question. So first I'll finish this. Last top essay series we are going to do before 2 weeks of the month. Before 2 weeks to 2 weeks, I mean 2 months before the exam, we are going to start it. And then we are going to continue. For the last top essay series, I'm going to give marking schemes so you can mark yourself, correct yourself, and put marks on the essays which you write. Right. Then there's a question there. One student asked, how to write an essay question for biology. This is a question which I had when I was doing A-levels. So what I did was first just memorize it. You take the urine formation, let's say you are taking the urine formation and study it. You study it, people. Just study it. Whatever will happen, don't care. Just study it. Study it and study it and study it. Memorize it. Try to memorize it. Try to recall the most important points and study it. Then close the book and say it to yourself. This is like that. This is like that. This is like that. The diagram is like this. So likewise, you explain it to yourself. Then people take a rough sheet. Take a rough sheet and then write everything you remember. Doesn't matter from where the points come. Let's say you are recalling a point from the first part of the resource book, and then you are recalling something at the last part. Doesn't matter. Just write. Write it as points like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Whatever you can remember, write it. Doesn't matter. Don't think about the essay. Just what you remember, just write it. Take at least 1 hour to study. Let's say I'll take an easy one, structure and function of the heart. structure and function of heart. Structure and function of heart. There you have 1 hour to study that essay. I mean, take the resource book and study it. Study it means memorize and use the Q&As, the definitions and all, and everything, the structure, how to draw the structure, those things. Then take 30 minutes to just write it roughly. Write it roughly and then check the resource book. Okay, this point I missed, this point I missed, this point I missed. So likewise, note them. And then again, now this might take a lot of time because this is the first time you're writing that essay, let's say, first time you're studying. You haven't studied that before. So what you have to do is, again, 30 minutes take and then write the essay question. Now this one roughly you wrote, then next 30 minutes you are going to spend time and write the essay question fully in a CR paper, just like the A-level paper, like a paragraph, you're going to write it. Break into paragraphs and then draw the structure and then write it like that. So once you do these steps, then you're fine with it. Then keep it aside. Then keep it aside and then face the next essay question on the next day I'm going to give you. Right? So likewise, you are going to do a lot of essay questions, like one essay question, not only one time, it might repeat in the future. So once you write an essay question, just study it week by week. Just when you're studying circulatory system, this is an essay point. This could come for the A-level paper. So likewise, you have to study these things over and over and over again continuously until you take it into your memory. Right? That is it. Any questions? Any questions, people? Any questions? Zoom people. Zoom people. Hello? Any questions? No? All clear? Right. Okay then, people. It's time to end the meeting now. No, there are questions. So I am weak at memorizing, so I take more than 1 hour. Is it waste of time? I am weak at memorizing. There is nothing like that. You are memorizing in a wrong way. Now, this is the thing which you have to do. Some notes like urine formation. Now, today after this session, right after today's session, I'll upload the urine formation, the note I made. There you have the points broken down into several, like I'll show it to you, like after the meeting I'll send it in the rankers club groups and everything. There are people, there is a certain order which I have organized that essay. I mean urine formation essay, I have organized it like that. I will send it in the group. Now some essays, people, the points, 1 point lead to another, 1 point lead to another, 1 point lead to another. You can check this in the resource book. Certain points are there, 1 point will lead to another point. So that is how you continue an essay. Secondary growth, there is a pattern in which it goes. I can remember now. There's a pattern in which it goes from 1 point to another point. It will continue. So what happens is, if you remember the first point, then you can take the flow on writing. So don't memorize it like studying English. Don't memorize it like studying history. Don't memorize it like studying a language. Not like that. This is bio, people. This is something which is happening inside our body. It's a structure. It is an explanation. It is how a process is explained. Let's take photo respiration. Photo respiration is a process, people. There is a draw diagram how it is happening from this to here, this to here, this to here. You don't have to write the exact thing in the resource book. You can include your words and write the important words. Yeah, the important words should be there. Important words should be there, and then you can add your words and write it. It's fine, people. It's fine. You don't have to write the resource book exactly. You just have to include the special points there. There are certain words which you have to include. Now, check the 2024 marking scheme, will you? There are special words they are highlighted, like flavonoids. Flavonoids, they have highlighted like this. That means that word should be there. That word is there means 1 mark. So you have to like study the process, not the essay, not the words. It's not a English essay. It's not a speech, right? It's a essay. It's a essay means it's a process. Most of the time it's a process. It's easy for you. Protein synthesis, it's a process. Like how transcription is happening. It's a story, people. It's very enjoyable. Biology is enjoyable, people. Like it's a story which is happening. If you're doing biology, that means you love biology. You should like biology. Otherwise, like it's nothing like you can't do. It is easy. Biology is somewhat easy because it's a story, people. It's like a story. You don't have to always score 150 out of 150 for this equation. You can't score 150 out of 150 most of the time. The maximum you might go is 120. It is fine. Score 120. That is enough. What I'm saying is that is enough. For the structure, they say score at least 90, 90, 80, and 75. First structure they say, second structure they say, third structure they say, fourth structure they say. Then the essay questions, write 2 essays of 120 and other 2 essays hundreds, 200s and 220s, and this one, and 40 MCQs, you have an A pass. Now let's say one essay question 80 marks, fine. You have an A pass. Calculate and say, will you? You have an A pass. You don't have to perfect an essay. You just have to memorize the points. As much as the points you can recall, that means more and more marks. It's like collecting gold. Right? Right. That's it. Next. In biology, how often you revise the theory? Now, revising the theory means, now this is what I told now exactly. Doing the MCQ review per week means revising the full syllabus again. What you have done, again revising them all. MCQ review per day, essay per day. That means you're again and again and again and again recalling this, reviewing this, recalling this, reviewing this again and again every day. Every day you're doing it, right? So this is something which you have to continue until the exam. So other than that, if you want to recall something like digestive system, you can take a certain time within the week and study the digestive system and keep it aside. Then after like 1 month, again you will take the digestive system and again do it. Right? So once a certain time ends, you might be very confident with it. So you have to do it. First 5, not only the first 5 units, last 5 units are also very important. So you can see the 2024 A-level paper, fifth question or sixth question, I can't remember exactly. They have combined the plasma membrane, the structure of plasma membrane with the protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is from molecular biology. Plasma membrane is from the second unit. See? You can't even write an essay question now using the first 5 units. It's directly going with the molecular biology. So it's a problem. It's a very big problem now. You have to go with molecular biology, like microbiology also. Right? So you have to do it like that. That's it. If you have any issues, drop me a WhatsApp message, like anything you need to know, and if the essays and all, you can drop me a message. These, I'm not charging anything for these things. These are free for you. Just do it somehow. This is your future, people. Don't play with your future. I don't want money for this. MCQ reviews and everything, no money is charged. These are free for everyone. Anyone can join and do this. And the Rchem resources group I have made in the Telegram. There you can find every chemistry resource which I upload free for everyone. The MSQs, worksheets, and the other discussions which I upload. It is there in the Rchem resources channel. Those things I don't charge anything from you. Those are free for everyone. Just come here and do it and then score an A and leave. That is what I want from you people. So nothing more than that. Next. How do I keep my focus continuously 1 hour? Pomodoro technique. Done. You don't know something like that, Pomodoro? You can't keep focus continuously for 1 hour. That is difficult. Do it like this. Now, keep a timer for 20 minutes and then sit and study for this 20 minutes. Like you can have focus for 20 minutes. It's okay, 20 minutes focus. Then have a 5-minute break. Have a 5-minute break. 5-minute break means you don't have to use your phone. No phones, nothing. No devices, no Facebook, no Instagram, nothing. You don't have to go to another room. If you go to another room, then you won't come again, right? If you do like that, then you won't come back again. Just relax yourself, drink some water within these 5 minutes, and then again study for 20 minutes. 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. So that's 40 minutes. 40 minutes of effective study, including these 5 minutes. That means 45 minutes. This break time is very important. You might think this is not important. This is very important. what happens is your energy, your focus will drop like this. So let's say you're studying 2 hours straight without any breaks. You're studying 2 hours straight without any breaks. So what happens is your effectiveness will reduce like this. After 2 hours, your effectiveness is just 10%. Now, whatever you read, you don't even understand it. So what we do is when it drops like this, after 20 minutes, we are going to recharge it. Again, you go like this. Again, 5 minutes, you again go like this. Again, go like this. Again, go like this. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Just like a capacitor. In a capacitor, using a capacitor for like, you have done electronics. Electronics, right? Converting an AC current to DC current, something like that. Here we can create 100% effective study time using Pomodoro technique. You can see here, you recharge yourself to 100% again. So you continue this for the full day. You are having very effective study time without boringness, and then you can't lose focus. If you do it like this for 2 hours straight, your focus will reduce and your effectiveness will reduce and your memory will be reduced like this. So if you can continue a Pomodoro for 20 minutes straight, that means you have high focus within this time. Some people, this is 30 minutes. Some people, this is 40 minutes. Some people, at least 1 hour. So you start small. You don't need 20 minutes also. You start from 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes and study for 10 minutes. Then have a 5-minute break. Then next one, you study 15 minutes. Then have a break. Likewise, do it. So within the break, don't use phones. Please, if you have Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and everything, remove it. No need to use them, people. You don't need them. You might think I need them to keep myself happy, but you don't need them. You can survive without them, people. You can survive without them. You can survive without your phone. Turn off your phone in the morning and keep it in the cupboard or somewhere, or give it to your mother. Then study. Then in the afternoon at around 5 p.m., you can take the phone again. You can ask them, give me the phone. Can I have the phone? You can ask and use it for like 1 hour. Just have a small time to relax yourself. Then again turn off your phone and keep it. And then at night, take it and keep the alarm and then sleep. That's it. Easy. There is no special way to like study properly for 2 to 3 days. It's about like how do you do it properly. I mean, it's about the consistency you need. Consistency on you need. So it's your courage. How like a karan again. You make a timetable. You do it for 2 or 3 days. Then you will lose track. You will lose track and you will be like, okay, I can't do this now. You will lose track and you won't do it again, and you won't even look at the timetable. So make small timetables. Don't only include the study times in your timetable. If you are like playing music or something, then include like, okay, this is the violin playing time or piano playing time. This is the time which I have to sing. Likewise, things you enjoy include in the timetable. Your brain will be like, when I do this study session, I will get a reward. So reward based timetable. Have a reward based timetable. So after, if you study 40 minutes, then I will go for a walk outside. Likewise, reward yourself after every task. Next, after the break, if I feel lethargic, to study continuing without break is fine, right? If I feel after the break, if I feel lethargic to study, then continuing without the break is fine. If you are feeling lethargic, you have to take the break. If you are not feeling lethargic, then still also you have to take the break, because you might not feel lethargic, but the thing is like your focus will reduce. After you study like that for a lot of time, your focus will reduce. Try this video. Just try it for tomorrow. Make run Pomodoro technique. Use the Pomodoro technique. You can search YouTube on and search more on this Pomodoro technique, active recall. These things you can search YouTube. Are available for everyone. You can watch them. Like, it's a science backed up study plan, Pomodoro technique, and the what do you call me Pomodoro technique and active recall, right? Any more questions? Can I end the meeting now? Any more questions? No? Anything more? Nothing? Anything more, you can drop me a WhatsApp message. Now it is 9, so 2 hours I promised. So here 2 hours we have completed. And this is a special meeting 2. We'll meet again in another 2 or 3 months into the future as a special meeting number 3. We won't let you be alone. We will be with you until the end. That is our motto, and that is what we are going to do with you. Until the end, we are going to hold with you during the exam and before the exam. And then after the exam, we are going to keep intact with you. We don't leave you alone. Like, we are going to guide you until the end and stay with us. This is what we do, and this is what you are made for, right? So you never fail until you give up. Just don't give up. Keep trying. You can go forward. Don't stop, right? Slow progress is fine, than stopping your progress and going backward is bad. So if you're a snail, go forward slowly. No need to run for it. Go slowly. If you go slowly, you will make progress and then you will be fine, right? So go like that. You can do it. Don't think you can't do it. If you can do it, that means, if someone else can do it, that means you also can do it. Don't think like I can't do it. Confidence is the key. Think big on yourself. Think that I can do it. Always think that I can do this. So that is it. Keep your motivation up and end this like a pro. End this with 3 A's. Do not settle down for anything less. If you want to go physical science, get 3 A's and then go physical science. Like, there are some students who get 3 A's, but still they don't want to go medicine. They will go to dental because they will say too much work in medicine. I don't like to see blood and all. Still do get 3 A's and then go to dental. It's fine. Right? Right. Don't be fed up with low marks, people. It is something normal, like very normal. This school papers and all getting low marks, it is normal. Now, these days, you people might get discouraged with it. That is how it works. Like, when nearing the exam, you will increase your marks. Don't worry. It is something normal for everyone. Don't be scared of that. Like, I'm losing my track, and don't think like that. You'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine. With time, you'll be fine. Right. That's it, people. We are going to end the special meeting today. Good night, and then have a nice study time now. 9 p.m. You can study around until 1. That's it. Right. You can leave the meeting now, everyone. Right. Okay. Welcome. Yeah.